It's Derek Gilstrap.
I was so shy as a kid, man. Like, so shy. It was bad. Years ago, I was in a Target. She starts chasing me, and she chucks it at my back. And it hit me right in the shoulder blade, and I was like, ah!
What's your favorite Gilstrap comment?
Butter my biscuit.
Buttered biscuit. Classic.
Do you have a favorite? To make sure Gilstrap had fun and we weren't just interrogating him, we reacted to dad jokes together.
If April showers bring Mayflowers, what do Mayflowers bring?
The Pilgrims.
Dude, nice, yeah.
And then we did a Mount Rushmore of Will Ferrell movies.
You ain't first, you're last.
Frank the Tank. Frank the... Gonna find my baby, gonna hold you.
Where were you on 9/11?
It was the most left field question, but it's hilarious.
Dude. Welcome back to the Twerk Ethic Show.
Hey, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's someone on my computer screen.
Nothing special about this show. Just run of the mill. Just whatever.
Routine.
Yep.
Psych! It's Derek Gilstrap!
In the flesh.
What's up, man?
Not much, man. It's long overdue, even though we talked a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's been a pretty fun couple weeks in our brains over here to have the pleasure. Like, would you mind? I was going to do it, but would you mind telling people why it's a big deal? Like, to me, I was just going to tell people the fact. Like, I mean, you're the greatest prankster I think I've ever seen. But why don't you give your own introduction to how you want people to know you?
I'm just a dude that toots every once in a while. Has a family. There's not much too different about me. I'm just a normal dude. I just travel around tooting. That's it, man.
Here's a clip from Derek's channel.
Sorry. I'm dying. I didn't even mean to catch him in midair.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the barbecue.
The barbecue.
So gross, but they're laughing about it. I love it.
That's awesome.
And it works for you.
It works.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well done.
It's turned into a career path, and I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
That's
I guess people just kind of recognize you now as the fart guy.
Yeah,
right.
Literally, yeah. For a long time, people wanted a lot of like the awkward dance on the escalators and that type of stuff, but it just kind of eventually the fart stuff just kind of took over, man, and that's mostly what I do now.
Well, I think that's why we were first like attracted to your channel is like that's kind of what we do too, where we just kind of want people to have a better day. You know, the world is like so controversial and like politicized and polarized. It's just kind of nice to watch a dude farting on people and like it's like
true.
it's just I don't know, it's just very simple, but it's wholesome and it makes our day. And so what we were going to do
especially
today,
when you do it to good-looking women. Like,
I mean, that helps, right?
There we go.
We need thumbnails.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, one of the ones that you did that I forgot to tell you this, but it was in your best of where I'm laughing out just thinking about it. It was the one like where you start the video and you go, "Hey," or you go, "Hi, I'm Derek," and you lifted up your leg.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this was they replied so like kindly.
Yeah.
They were they're like, "Oh, hi, Derek," and like right when they were being it's like so cool and kind, he was just rips it.
Hi, my name's Derek. Hi.
I like the follow up.
Yeah.
And I just love the jarring, like it just jarred them, you know,
for sure.
You know
It
what's
was just
wild
hilarious.
about that clip in general? I literally almost lost it. So I didn't upload it, and it was on an old SD card. And I was like, I should probably go through this old footage I have before I delete everything. And we almost lost that clip. I'm glad I went through it and checked it all, because that clip is gold. I love that clip so much.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm glad you glad you found where it didn't go away anyway.
Yeah, that one was great. Yeah, I think that was filmed. I think like probably a year or a year and a half before I actually uploaded it. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask you. Is like when you're filming, when do you like? I'm assume by now you know when you've got a reaction that's like gold. Like, what are you looking for? Is it like that jarring?
Yeah.
Side,
so it just depends. So like some of them it's the jump back, some of them it's the killing over and laughing, sitting down to take a breath. Like they got to like take a second to or like think over what just happened, and then I mean there's a lot of good ones that just like make the cut. So it's like it just depends what we're feeling that week and what's on the agenda for the video.
Yeah, I guess it's the human side of it, right? It's like whoever has these like genuine human reactions. That's typically what I've seen people react like love the most is like, you know, that you couldn't have scripted that type thing.
Right. Yep. And that's it. None of it's scripted. And like, dude, so many of them, I'm just like, I don't get how people like can fake their stuff because right where you were at, man. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't need to do that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you are on a podcast where people want you to go on a tangent.
Yeah,
so
we do it all the time.
I think you're totally fine.
Yeah.
But you know, I was going to say one of the things that we like to do here is like have you be part of the show, so it's not just us like, you know, hammering you with questions and like being interrogation.
There's
like
only so many fart questions you can ask.
Right? Yeah.
That's just honest.
Well, we want you to also enjoy the show and like have fun and that kind of thing. So we have two segments that we would like to do with you if you're cool with it. The first one is like we literally want to just react to dad jokes. Like we have dad jokes and if you want to like pull some up on your phone and tell some or whatever, because like we first started following you because some of the comments that you say are like it's just total dad humor and so I think that would help us lighten up, and then we'll pepper you with some questions in between, and then towards the end we're going to do a Mount Rushmore of your favorite Will Ferrell movie.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Awesome. Sweet. All right.
Heck yeah, dude.
Well, Cooley, do you have one already prepared?
I do. How do you get a farm girl to like you?
I don't know.
A tractor.
Oh, nice.
What's that like dating website that's like farm? It's like
Farmer's Daughter or something.
Farmer'sDaughter.com or what?
Yeah.
Have you
Farmers
seen that?
Only.
Like a dating?
Dude, it was
Farmers
like,
Only.
10
Farmers Only.
years ago. I actually almost did a prank with that. I wore like overalls and I was going to be like, hey, I met you on Farmers Only, but it never aired. So
I'm sorry, farters only.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it is.
Let's see.
Man, I found one in here. I need to find it.
I had one too about the baseball one. Oh, it was I'll just do it from memory. It was like, you know, I was wondering why the baseball was getting closer, and then it hit me.
Classic. I love it. How do
you have one?
Yeah, I got a decent one. I wouldn't say great, but it's decent.
Yeah,
all right.
That's okay.
Decent works here.
All right.
It's fine.
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
Oh gosh.
It's not related to the Chris Tucker stuff.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you're thinking.
No.
You follow the Fresh Prince.
Yes. Of course you do.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
I love it. So I have some questions. I don't know if you have some, but one of the ones that like,
I have one. How dare you? Sorry, I quote The Office all the time. That's what Office quote.
Are you a fan of The Office?
All of my friends love it, and I never got into it. I know.
Okay.
People are going to roast me for it, but I'm sorry.
No, it's
fine.
okay. It's okay. I feel like now it's not even cool anymore. It used to be when we first started watching it, like 05 and 06.
Yeah.
It's like one of those shows that was a little cool. Like it's like, oh, that sense of humor. But now, I guess since it got on Netflix, like everybody in the world has seen it.
Everybody. Yeah. It just,
Yeah.
True.
I feel like it's you'd walk into people's homes and it's just playing in the background everywhere. Like every home
Yeah,
you walk
yeah.
into, all your friends, it's in the background. So yeah, it's definitely just one of those background
Exactly.
shows.
Kind of true.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's definitely in the background of my house.
There you
For
go.
sure.
One of the things I was going to ask is actually from someone who commented on, like, we did a reaction to promote the show.
Yeah,
And, I can't remember. I'll put it up when I edit it. But a guy actually had a question that's very similar to a question that I had, which is, do you have an experience, or I think the answer is yes, but like, do you have times where the reactions go badly? Like, does someone get angry at you? Because I would assume what you post is most of the better reactions.
The good stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so yeah, so it depends where I go mostly. The bad one that comes to mind is years ago I was in a Target, and I think it was a like stereotypes. I'm shaking my camera. I can't do that. But yeah, it was like a stereotype farting video, and I think I forgot. I like bent down in front of her or something. Anyways, then afterwards she starts chasing me, and we're
Oh my God.
we're trying to get out of there, and we're like bobbing in between aisles trying to lose her. And then I'm like, okay, she's gone. She's not here anymore. And then she's like, I hear a noise behind me. And then she grabs a tumbler off the shelf. It's like those like the end caps. They had like tumblers, metal tumbler drinks, and she chucked it at my back, and it hit me right in the shoulder blade. And I was like, and then I just did.
Wow.
Yeah. that's the one that comes to mind. But yeah, I mean, usually with reactions, it's like, I'd say probably 1 out of every 3 clips I film make the video. So
That's pretty high, though.
yeah,
like,
it's not bad. I'm more picky and choosy now than I was like when I first started, because I want people that look like they're like either laughing already or they're having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin anyone's day. It's never fun.
Sure.
So I just want people to just laugh, and so
I think that's it's hard not to laugh when something sounds like a fart or is a fart. It's just like if it's real or fake, it's still funny. And like I think most people are going to laugh at that anyway. So yeah, you picked a gold mine for sure.
Yeah. And I was going to say too, we talked about this last episode, how the way you do it, and one of the reasons that we find you funny, I mean, obviously the comments you make.
Yeah.
But you also kind of have this way where people don't feel like they're in danger, because I feel like some prank people, like if it happened to me in real life, I might get in a mood where I'm like, I want to protect myself, and but I feel like you're disarming when you do it. So I actually was going to ask you, Cooley, like, what do you think you would do if you didn't know Gilstrap and you had never seen videos like this, and he came across and like did this to you?
Oh, I'd laugh.
You would?
Oh,
I think he would.
sure.
I think he's telling the truth.
Yeah. I would definitely. I mean, it would probably, like, the initial would be shock, but then I'm just like, he just farted on me. That's like, I think that would be like my legit reaction every time too.
I think he's telling the truth. I honestly am not sure.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it's there, it's a thing, I would totally laugh.
Sure.
But like if I didn't know that genre existed, and you did that to me, I wouldn't get physical or anything. I just think I would kind of freeze and not know, like, is this guy for real? Did he just really, what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's when you like invade like somebody's personal space. Like I saw somebody like take somebody's hat and then they run around the corner. And, like, I'm just like, no, I can't deal with
Taking
that.
hats is tough.
Don't touch me.
It's like that's the one thing you don't do with the guy. You don't take their hat, man. It's
Nope.
It's
nope. Leave my hat alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I would do another dad joke.
Go for it.
So, what state does the most laundry?
Washington.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
You just about had it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, Derek.
Thank you.
We're also on a delay too, so he probably had it before you said
Right.
it.
he
there.
probably did.
I think
You're right.
I think we said it like at the same exact time.
Okay.
I'm giving it to you either way.
Tie goes to the runner.
I could I could see it in your eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Yeah. This one made me laugh when I was over in the corner and just breathing by myself.
Breeding or reading?
Breathing.
Okay.
Wait, no, reading. That's right. A man dug 3 holes and said, well, well, well.
Nice.
Dude, that one got me. That one got me, bro.
Do you have one,
Well,
Derek?
let me. If April showers bring Mayflowers, what do Mayflowers bring?
The Pilgrims?
Dude, nice, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Well
History
done.
joke.
Oh, my gosh.
Well
Mayflower.
played, yeah.
Why did I just get that?
Because it's a dad joke.
Dang it. I just got that.
By the way,
Come on, Nathan. I'm smarter than that.
It happens. It happens. We'll give you a break.
have you heard of he's wearing this shirt I got him for his birthday. Have you actually heard of this channel, Popcorn in Bed?
I haven't.
Dude, they're really, really awesome. They do it's a girl and sometimes her sister.
Oh.
But her husband was like, hey, you've literally only seen rom-coms your whole life.
Yeah.
What if you just start a channel and react to, I don't know, literally every movie that's ever existed?
Yeah.
And so she reacts to these movies and she's so pure and honest and like it's wholesome and like she has blown up. I mean, I think when I first found her, she had like 20,000 subscribers. Now she's got like 400,000.
Dang, blowing
And
up. Yeah.
it's
they're killing it.
And
Wow.
when you watch it, you're like, I get it. Like this is so authentic. And
I'm one of those 400,000.
yeah. So I bought him this. Their channel's called Popcorn in Bed. So I bought him it's like the
pretty
Godfather logo.
I love it. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
It's
So like,
awesome,
is it like they just play the movie in the background and it's her the whole time, or does she do a review after she watches it?
It's more of a reaction during the movie, and then there's like a review at the end. I mean, you have to understand, right? She's not like a film critic, so it's like it's like this girl who's only watched like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and The Notebook, and so then she goes and watches like Primal Fear or something.
Yeah.
She's just, it leaves you very curious, to see like
it's a
how
cool channel, man. They do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And Tom Cruise actually reached out to them and like they went to go to the Mission Impossible premiere.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So you're our Tom Cruise.
You're our Tom Cruise.
Hey, I'll take it. A little bit taller, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise.
Have you ever that was actually one of my questions, and then I'll let you ask a question because I don't want to ask all the questions. But one of my questions was like, because of your YouTube fame and Instagram fame and TikTok, like, have you ran across a celebrity yet that like knew you?
Celebrity. I have some that have followed me on like Instagram. I believe it or not, it's a lot of soccer players. A lot.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. It's like out of all the athletes, it's mostly soccer players and probably football players. Yeah, so I guess it's just sheer number of soccer players. Maybe there's a lot more of them. I don't know. But usually when I go, because you can check on Instagram by the check mark people that follow you, the verified ones. Sometimes I check that and it's a lot of soccer players, but not out in public or anything. I will say the coolest person I met that was a celebrity was Chadwick Boseman. That guy was awesome. Dude.
Really?
Genuine person. Yeah. Like I saw him on a flight from here to, it was either here to Florida or Atlanta. And I like, oh man, I was starstruck, dude. It was like my first like massive celebrity, and like nobody else was talking to him. And he was behind, we like were going in the gate and he was like right behind me. And I was like doing the old elbow thing to my wife. I was like, dude, that's him. And then I was like, hey man, big fan of your stuff. And then he was like, how'd you know it was me? And I was like, your necklace. He had like, this necklace he always wore in like interviews and stuff. It was like the same exact necklace.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, I was like, I asked for a picture, and he was like, "No, we could do it later." And I was like, he of course he went to like the first class area and stuff. We went in the back, but then afterwards I was like, "Oh, I'll probably never see him again. Dang it!" And then we go to the baggage claim area, and he's just sitting there, like off. There's like these like rows of chairs over there. He was just sitting by himself, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't want to be the pestering fan, but I did it." And he talked to me for like 15 minutes, dude. We were just sitting there talking.
Awesome.
And then I was
No
like,
way.
yeah, like I took a picture with him there when we were sitting down. But dude, genuine person. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
At least from what came across for the 15 minutes I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Is there a smooth way to handle these things? Because I don't know. I think you're sometimes a little smoother than me. Sometimes, because like I met the cast of New Girl, the television show, and it was because I was in LA for work, and back, and they were literally filming in my hotel.
What?
And I was kind of in the same thing of you of like, I feel like I have to say something because I'm like walking past Zooey Deschanel.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
I'm like, that's Zooey Deschanel, and then. The guy that plays Schmidt, which I think his name's Max Greenberg or Max something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy who plays Nick, I don't know his name, but he was the one that I saw, and I was like, I'd like to introduce myself to him, and I don't know how. So I went down in the lobby, and he just sits down right beside me.
Oh my goodness!
As close as Cooley and I are. Yeah. The
exactly.
problem is I didn't know his name. So I was like, hey man, look, I don't know any other way to say this because I just don't know your name, but I am a big fan of what you do on the show, and I just wanted I had to say hi.
Yeah.
And dude, he was the coolest. I mean, he talked to me, and I think he was glad to get a break from work, because he was working.
Yeah.
And so we just talked, and then I did the same thing. I asked for a picture. And as soon as we took the picture, the guy that plays Schmidt, he comes up behind and we take a picture together. And I blacked out.
Dude,
I blacked
that's
out.
Awesome.
But I said something that made him laugh. And I was like, this is awesome. But however, I never got to meet Zoe. And that was a little bummer.
Dang.
She was working pretty hard.
Maybe again. But fates will intertwine and come in clutch.
Yes. Maybe. I just don't know if there's a smooth way to meet these people.
No, I mean, they probably get it all the time, so they're probably used to it. So, because I met Ric Flair one time, and I thought I was going to go nuts.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I was with my band. We were at a wedding, just random place in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the bar, and he's sitting at the bar, just hanging out. Chilling. And so I was like, oh dude, I gotta meet him. So I saw him. We were on one of our breaks and he was still there at the bar. And so he starts to get up and he's like, I'm gonna go to the room and go to the bathroom or whatever. So I was like, oh, he's heading for the elevators. So I go around and cut him off at the elevator. And I was like, oh, look, we made eye contact and he was like, oh, yep. This guy knows who I am. I was like, Mr. Flair, dude, been a fan since I was a kid. So he shook my hand. He was like, hey, good to see you. Good to see you. And I was like, good. That's all I needed, bro. So I was going to raise up the floor and go, woo, but I didn't do that. So I refrained from that.
Awesome.
That reminded me of the bit we did that time where it'd be hilarious if you did like a Ric Flair intro for your life, but it's all the boring stuff. It's like water drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee making. Dog pet.
Bus riding. Uber driving.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Did you have a question for Gilstrap?
Yeah, man. You're obviously used to it now, but beforehand, how nervous were you to do all this stuff, or were you nervous at all?
Yeah, I was always nervous. I will say I still get somewhat it's not really nervousness. It's just anxious. It's like, oh man, here we go again.
Yeah.
When so I try to batch film as much as possible so then I can take a while off. So last year I filmed until I think it was October was my last film trip. And then I didn't film all the way till January or February of this year. So it's like it's like after that long of a span, like off, it's like you get back into it and you're like, ooh, got a little butterflies. I'm just getting a little nervous out there. And then, but yeah, your first one, you're done, and then you're just kind of in the zone. So when I first started, though, I was really nervous, but yeah, not so much now, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Did you start? Because I heard you say something earlier about like pivoting to like the fart stuff. Like, did you start with something else?
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of different stuff. I did Loud Eating in the Library was one of my first videos. My first video was I guess it was kind of showing what the future was going to be like. I was picking up women with toilet paper on my butt, like you know how like you use out of the airports, you see guys with like toilet paper sometimes hanging out, and yeah, there was like and then so that was like, and then I got Nutella and put like a Nutella mark on it. Terrible video, but that was my first video. So and then and then I think I sang to like Adele, like awkward singing, and then I started getting in the rhythm of like sticking to stuff. So like then I did the man-thong videos, the awkward dancing ones, but the fart ones always just seemed to like do a lot better. So kind of had to go where that was at. So I just kept doing those.
Were you like, did you just always do this as a kid or something? Like what interested you to do this?
I was so shy as a kid, man. Like so shy. It was bad. But no, one day I was watching these pranksters for a while. Their channel was Prank vs. Prank. I was watching for a long time and I was like, dude, I really want to do that. And so then one day I was like, I'm going to do it. So I searched up somebody on Craigslist. I just typed in YouTube, and there's another guy that was looking for people to film with on there. And so we just like, I traveled to Tucson, and like every weekend I would go to Tucson basically to go film at U of A. So I'd go film with him, and then drive 2 hours back. And I had a night job where I was working nights, so it was miserable, but we made it work, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, ever since I was a kid, because I was like, I didn't have many friends as a kid. I was like the overweight kid that like nobody wanted to hang out with. And so I just want people to like me. And so like, it was tough first starting YouTube. As you guys know, the hate comments are real. They are real and they are there. So it was tough.
Big time.
I just wanted people to like me. Now I don't care. But it was just, So anyways, yeah.
But yeah, I was drawn to it because, I mean, we go to this cigar lounge and we hang out there, and randomly I took over the TV and started watching you on YouTube in the cigar lounge.
Oh, awesome.
And there's other people there too, you know? And so, you know, Jeremy walks over and he's like, who is this? And I was like, that's GilstrapTV, dude. He's hilarious. And then the guy that was working the counter, he walks over, little Al, what's up? And he walks over and he just starts belly laughing because he thought it was so funny.
That's awesome.
And so I was like, yes, this dude Gilstrap. And I was like, so, but that's kind of how it started, really.
And now him and his dad like watch it together.
Yeah.
I was talking to him. I was like, what are you doing tonight? And he was like, I think I'm gonna go home and just watch Gilstrap with my dad.
I love that, dude.
Awesome.
Yes.
That was such a big goal of mine, was like, I just want something that like family members can watch together and just enjoy, spend time together. You know, it's like, I value the time I spend with my kids, and it's like, just to be able to watch something together and just like laugh. Like it's awesome. Yeah. So anyways, yeah.
Well, we kind of took a similar route. Like we will cuss on here, but you'll notice that every time we cuss, it's bleeped out.
Yeah, which is very
it's
rare.
Like TV14. Yeah, we like, it's not a lot of cuss. I'm just saying, but we will, and we just kind of like bleep it out.
It's mostly me.
and
sorry.
But what we've realized by doing this kind of content that's not polarizing and it's like warm, it's tends to be very nostalgic.
Yeah.
And we keep it that way because, like, you know, my in-laws listen, their kids listen. which is great. Like they love our shorts and stuff. And then like we have a friend who's 76 years old and he loves the show.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like you can like broaden your demographics when you do a show like that where you're sort of just genuine and family friendly, and we've noticed that. And plus, that's kind of like what we, if you have a hard day, you're like stressed. It's like I don't really want to like put on my hat where I have to think about this serious thing. I just kind of want to I want to escape.
Yeah,
you know.
We're like 90s movies.
Yeah,
you want to escape reality,
Bring back the 90s. Right? I miss it, dude.
There you go.
Dude.
Me too, man.
Speaking of the 90s, hold on one second. I'm going to see if I have it. I just got something the other day. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Please.
He's gone. He's not coming back.
I thought he would never leave. You remember when we used to do that all the time?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. As soon as someone leaves, oh, God, I thought they would never leave. It's like someone you really like.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Like Derek, for sure.
I'm curious here. What is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you fellas...
She's back. He's back.
Do you remember these? Yes. Hold on.
Yes.
This was my favorite part of the 90s. Look at that, dude.
Oh,
the hyper reactive ones. It's like,
dude.
I don't know. I had these as a kid.
God.
And they came back in business, I guess, and I just like didn't know about it. But yes.
No way.
Yeah, so I bought it a little bit ago. Yeah. Dude, I love it. I love the 90s, man. Take me back. I was a kid, but take me back.
I was in high school, so that was my reign of terror, or whatever you want to call it. Those are the good days, man.
You don't even understand how like good of territory you're in saying that, because we are so obsessed with it.
Dude,
like we do like
movies, music, whatever.
Yeah. It was it was the peak. I feel like, dude, 90s.
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree, man. And we do like things like 90s TV catchphrases and 90s cheesy action movies and like all this stuff. And what we realized is like, man, I think this might have been the peak of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like
just everything.
And obviously we're biased. We're biased because that's kind of our childhood or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Even kids today.
Dude, that shirt is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I don't know why it just kicked in, but man, I was like, yes, I do.
Dude, it's literally the 90s embodied in clothing. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, absolutely, bro. Sorry,
oh my God,
you, my bad.
No. I need to be interrupted. Well, dude. So anyway, we wrote this theme song that we've been doing for 3 years. I think you can hear it.
All right.
Just thumbs up if you can hear it when I hit it. But this is the Rushmore theme. Cool. Today's Rushmore is. What is it? Will Ferrell movies. This dude is maybe one of the guys that, like, I remember when I first saw his movies, I was like, I've never seen anyone funnier than him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like, specifically to me.
Yes.
I was just like, I can't handle this.
Yeah. I first saw him on like Saturday Night Live. That's how I was introduced to him.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that dude, he was so funny.
Yeah.
He was the only reason why I watched
Hambone.
Dude, I remember just like I would just wait to see what movie was coming out in next, dude. I loved his comedy. Yeah. Right there with you, boys.
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
sweet.
For those who've been with us, they know what's up. But for the new ones, Mount Rushmore is just like the mountain. You have 4 options. We'll do 4 to 2. Then we'll do some honorable mentions if you have them. And then we'll do the number 1. We don't have to rank them, but we do because we think just think it's like a little more fun. So typically Cooley goes first, but since we have a guest, the guest goes first.
My phone's in the other room.
Oh, is it?
Oh, wait, you can go ahead.
I need to go get it.
Okay.
I need to go get it.
He's got to go get his phone.
I totally just remembered. I was like, wait.
I have my trusty list right here.
I wish we'd have known. No peeking. I actually kind of wish we'd have known that you were so obsessed with the 90s because we could have done a 90s. But dude,
That's so awesome, man.
And then the worst part, though, I don't know if you can see it, but The armpit
that's
is
awesome.
permanently changed colors because it's warm under there. So I was wearing it around. And it's like, dude, it's permanently pink. But yeah, anyways,
It's amazing.
dude. I
Well-
love this shirt.
I was gonna say for the in-person interview we do in the future,
Yeah,
we'll do a '90s theme.
I'll get all '90s out.
I love it.
You're already there. You already beat us to it.
I'll just buy more of these gecko clothing. But no, I have a full '90s outfit. It's like a tracksuit. I'll wear that.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Dude, you got me with a thermal, bro. Oh my gosh. Gosh, so many memories.
Dude,
Oh, that was
so
fun.
many.
So, you ready, Cooley?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm ready.
So, Gilstrap, the Derek Gilstrap from GilstrapTV.
In the flesh.
What is your number 4 Will Ferrell movie?
I'm gonna have to go. So we're doing bottom of Mount Rushmore
Yeah.
to the top. All right. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're number 4.
probably gonna go old school on this one.
Yes.
Nice.
Such a good movie.
That is a good one.
So good, man.
Going
I
straight
think-
into the quad. That's like that. I
That's
was
the best.
dying, dude. I was
Oh my
dying on
gosh.
that.
Die. Snoop-a-loop.
Dude.
He was so descriptive with it.
You're my boy,
Oh.
Blue.
Yeah, you're my boy Blue. Yeah. I think
Oh, that's right.
I think you're right. That streaking scene, that is the part
Oh.
that it got me. And when he gets into
Yeah.
the car, he gets in like butt first, even though he's naked.
Scooting in.
Yeah.
It's like, honey, you think KFC's still open? You know?
KFC.
Just like, oh,
That's a good one.
yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
he's
That's a good
awesome,
one.
dude.
Man. Yeah.
All right, Cooley. Number 4 for you, Will Ferrell. What you got?
Mine's gonna be Anchorman.
Yeah. Oh my
Number
gosh.
4.
Solid.
Oh,
Yep.
I love
Yeah.
the soundtrack of Anchorman too.
Oh, dude, so good.
Sunshine, go away today.
Definitely plenty of quotes in that one. And I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
You know,
Or-
or the question mark.
Cannonball!
Yeah,
He jumps
yeah.
in before he jumps in. Urgent news announcement.
Yeah. And then all the I think that's one of the ones where he started doing these. He started getting his I don't even know the word, your legs around him of like by the beard of Zeus. You know, like he would have all these weird
Yeah.
phrases, which honestly kind of reminds me of the things that you do.
There was
Yeah.
one that I actually
true.
have from him. I don't know if I did it yet. I put it down because I was like, dude, this is a really funny, I could do it as a fart comment. Hold on. It was Knights of Columbus that hurt.
Yes.
Oh,
So
nice.
that one I was gonna do after I fart, and I think I did it on the last video I just recorded. So it should be
Oh,
in one
nice.
of the future videos.
So
Heck yeah.
here's a good one. What's your favorite Gilstrap comment? I think mine is "Welcome to the barbecue."
oh, dude,
That is
you
nice.
can't go wrong with it,
Dude.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Yeah. Butter my biscuit.
Butter my biscuit.
Buttered biscuit, classic. Yes.
Dude, it's so
Do
good.
you have a favorite one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Turdy Tornado and probably 360
Yes.
no scope. Those two are solid.
What
Oh,
is
yeah.
What is 360 no scope?
Yeah, what is that?
I jump. So they're basically the same, but if you'll notice
Okay.
on the 360 no scope, there's a jump included. So, but they're both
Yeah.
spinning. So Turdy
Well,
Tornado,
the-
I just spin, and then 360, I jump and spin. But
Okay.
But what's the
term-
reference?
Yeah, the no scope.
it's a video game reference. So it's like Call of
That's
Duty
what
and
I thought.
stuff. Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah,
okay.
360 no scope, and then you jump. Yeah, it's usually a sniper rifle, and you jump up and do a 360 and just randomly shoot and hope you get the dub.
That's great.
But
That's
yeah.
great.
Even better.
Oh man, Turdy Tornado is pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Although I got a 2-inch grip on an 8-inch turd is
Dude,
pretty good too.
dude,
That's a
yes,
good
That's
oh,
pretty-
dude, I love that comment so much.
Yeah.
It's, I love it.
Oh,
That's great.
so I guess my number 4 now, right? And
Yeah.
Did you say everything you want to say? Sorry.
yeah.
I mean, just that you have a terrific hiney.
Nice.
I want to be on it.
I want to be on it. All right. So my number 4 is one that a lot of people would disagree with of how I got to it, and if I remember, I'll explain why at the end. But because maybe another movie, very classic movie, should have made my Rushmore.
Just tell us, Schneebly.
But my number 4 is Night at the Roxbury. I know this is not like classic
That's a good one, bro.
Will Ferrell.
It's a good sleeper.
But it's a like Emilio.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's like,
Dude, it's
Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Duck Man. I swear to God, I was there.
Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Duck Man. I swear to God, I was there. Of course you were. You were the one who yelled the Breakfast Clubber's name. I was like, Emilio.
It's the little stuff too.
Yeah,
it's
that one was going to make my honorable mentions, but then there were two other ones that I was like, I got to put these there. But I love Night at the Roxbury, dude.
They had like the phrases they said were so stupid. Like they'd say something like "sweet diabetic," you know.
I love it.
So all right, Gilstrap.
It's like, is that an ATM machine? No, that's where you just drop off videos. just little stuff like that, bro. Dude. It's so good.
All right, you're number 3, Gilstrap. What you got?
It's gonna have to be Anchorman. You stole it right there, man.
Yeah. It's so good, man.
That's fine. We always run into each other's.
Yeah, you have to, like, especially
anyway.
Something like this where it's like,
yeah,
you know, you're gonna have some.
It's not a ton of movies that he's done, but like, I mean, we know what the top movies are. It's just be honest.
I think that is one of the movies. It's not the top of my list or whatever, but that is one of those movies where I can vividly remember thinking, I don't think I've seen anything funnier than this. Like when I saw it, I was like, I think this is actually the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Anchorman. Yeah. But
some of the last original movies, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
there's not many left.
No.
Brick killed a guy.
Yeah.
Brick killed a guy.
Gonna find my baby,
gonna hold you tight. Grab some afternoon light.
My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? Thinking of you's working up my appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight.
Yeah. All right. So what number are we at? 3?
Number 3.
Okay. What you got?
Well, my phone is not recognizing my face, so I have to punch in the code. Oh, number 3, classic, which turned 20 years old last year, Elf.
Yep.
Has
to be up there, dude. It has to be.
Yeah. Dude, it's such a feel-good movie, man. And when you have Jon Favreau at the helm just directing it, I'm just like, you can't go wrong. And it's a feel-good movie, and it's so funny. Hilarious.
So, the thing is I totally agree with you, and I'm kind of beating myself up because I didn't put it on my list because we also did a Christmas movie, Rushmore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we already covered that. But it's like, no, you can, like, that's still.
Yeah.
Anyway, I agree because, man, that movie it's the best fish out of water movie, I think. He's just perfect for that role.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
When you like enter in like to the, Christmas seasonal movies like that too, it's got to be good.
You have to watch it.
And it was. And it hit on all cylinders, man. It was great.
Excellent, dude. I love it.
So,
like, Francisco.
And every time he gets hit by the cab, I laugh every time. Every time.
He's so straight.
Yeah.
And when it hits him, he's just like there's he doesn't bend or anything. No. It's like he's made of metal. You know? All right.
Sorry.
My number 3, you've already said it. Probably, man, just comedies in general. This is one of my favorite movies, not just Will Ferrell, but Old School.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
That movie, it's just so freaking funny. Like, we've already said most of the thing, but I like the Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Once it hits your lips. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Bring your green hat.
Yeah. What's the thing he says too? They're like, what do you got planned tomorrow? He's like, it's actually Nice little Saturday. I think we're going to go down to Home Depot, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't have enough time. I don't know.
Actually, pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot. Yeah, buy some wallpaper, stuff like that. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
There's another part in the.
It hurts how relatable that is nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's basically a Saturday for me.
Yeah. This is like one of those like deep tracks quotes or whatever, but like there's a part where he's working on his car and he goes around the front and he waves at his neighbor. And it's so dumb, but the way he does it's so funny. I can't remember his neighbor's name. Like, I don't know, say it's like Dave or something.
Yeah.
But he walks in front of the car to the like where the hood is, and he's like, "Hey, Dave." You know, but when I watched it this time, I was like, "How did he make that funny?"
But let's keep that on the down low. It's not exactly street legal. Hey, Mike.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I don't understand how he made something just like that so funny.
Most
to me.
mundane stuff.
Yeah.
Still laugh at it.
But anyway, all right. So we're at number 2.
Yes, this one may be controversial, I should say.
Okay.
Ooh,
The Other Guys.
Oh no, that's not controversial.
Okay, good.
that's
Yes.
good.
Okay.
that's a good one,
Dude,
Yeah.
we just reacted to the bloopers of that actually the other day.
Is it pretty good?
Gosh. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's the blooper.
They're hilarious.
That movie in general, though, is just so freaking funny because we were talking about the part where, like, you know, Eva Mendes is his wife, and he's just like,
ridiculous.
My wife is cute, not hot. You know,
Dude, yeah. And then Aim for the Bushes, the classic, and then
yeah.
Oh god.
and then the desk pop when he shoots it.
Yeah.
You see your desk pop.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that I think the reason we reacted to those bloopers is we did a buddy cop Rushmore, and the Other Guys was high on my list for buddy cop because when you have such a, to use a fancier term that I probably should, when you have a juxtaposition of a guy who is Will Ferrell and a guy who is Mark Wahlberg, and you put those two together, they're so oddly different that it works.
Yeah.
You know, and like Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell together, they worked.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It was
Yeah,
so
extremely
great.
well.
Yeah.
What position?
Huh?
What position?
Juxta.
Juxta. How do you spell that?
Juxtaposition.
How do you spell that?
Juxta position.
I've never heard that word before in my life.
Oh, okay.
He's dropping knowledge on us today.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like when you compare something like that tend to be kind of contrast.
Okay.
Like how you and our personalities are different.
Sure.
So you would say like the juxtaposition between Cooley and my personalities. You understand?
Yeah.
If you don't, maybe I'm telling you the lie.
I mean, maybe, but I believe you either way because I've never heard that word before in my life.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it may be a bigger word than I should be using, but
Hey,
fine.
maybe I think
dig
I got
it.
it right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I mean, yeah.
I love how you said what position?
Yeah.
Third base? No, juxta. All right. Oh, that reminded me before we do that. I wanted to talk about your. Found out he's not a big baseball fan.
Sorry.
But he likes the Arizona logo. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah. So I wear a lot of baseball hats, and of course, usually with that comes baseball teams. And I don't watch much baseball, but I love their baseball hats. So, and the logo, I just love how it looks. So you will notice a lot of times the D-backs hat. Sometimes I have a Suns hat, but mostly it's like D-backs hats.
Okay.
Yeah, that originally started actually when, if you go back to like my first videos, I used to wear a Pittsburgh Pirates hat. And the reason I wore that was because my last name, I was trying to figure out how to kind of make it work with a logo. So I was like, Gilstrap. And then I was like, wait, Bootstrap Bill. And then so I was like, all right, so we have a pirate ship, right? So,
Nice.
and then I was like, Gil, fish. So we made a fish pirate riding a
That's what I
pirate
was
ship. That's literally what it was. So
okay.
if you go back to my original videos, you'll still see like the intro card. It's like, There's a few different versions of it, but yeah, it's literally a fish on a pirate ship that has an eye patch and stuff. And yeah, anyways, so that's why I called everyone my pirates back then.
Okay,
so
so you don't watch baseball at all then?
No, if I'm being honest.
You know your team was in the World Series. Well, Arizona. Anyway.
I knew. Well, yeah, because we had a lot of traffic. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he said that Taylor. From HumorBagel is a big
huge baseball
really?
fan, massive. Okay. Yeah, he loves the Cubs.
Gotcha.
That's his team.
That's awesome. That was another question I was going to ask you was like, are you friends with the other people who are doing what you're doing?
Yeah,
I know you're obviously with HumorBagel, but
yeah, so I know Dan really well, Sons of Arkham. I've filmed with him a lot. Like when I was like kind of like growing my channel and stuff, I was out in San Diego a lot filming with him.
Okay.
And then
not a bad place to be.
yeah, really nice to be on. That's where a lot of the beach videos he filmed a lot of those.
Okay.
And then TN4P, who's in Tennessee, I was in his wedding actually, like 6 months ago. So yeah, we're good friends. And then some of the other ones that are like aren't as well known yet. Smile and Prosper. I reached out to him, talked to him. Jack Fell, we've talked like once, so I haven't talked to him too much. And then who else? I think that's it. If I'm forgetting somebody, sorry, but
yeah.
There was another guy I talked to a little bit. His channel name was like All for Pranks. I try to reach out to people, like especially if they're doing like the fart genre stuff, just if they need any tips or anything. Because when I was like growing my channel, I had nobody to ask any questions to, so I kind of figured it all out on my own. And I didn't want all people doing the same type of stuff to like go the same way. So. There's enough. Enough fart content viewers for everybody, so it's okay.
Yeah,
yeah. Definitely.
Well, even though we're not the fart genre, I mean, obviously we react to some of your stuff. Like, we're very, very thankful that you reached out, and very thankful for the tips you give us, and sort of the help you, because we're very grateful.
Yeah, I love talking YouTube, YouTube and real estate. I love talking about. So any of those you want to talk about, I'm always down to talk. But
that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So and like literally any questions, I'm an open book with any of that. Of course, any future questions you guys have, just reach out, dude.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So are we at number 2 now?
Where were you on 9/11?
I was sitting. I remember it was right before school. I do remember.
I think
that.
everybody remembers. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Sorry. Sometimes
that was the most left field question, but it's hilarious.
I know, dude.
Yes.
Holy crap! Nice.
I had to,
dude. Holy crap, that got me so much. Where were you when the world stopped turning? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2. What you got? Where were you on 9/11?
Yeah, I don't know.
That should be your comment in the next fart video you do.
I may throw it in.
Yeah, that one might get
Please
you.
do.
That might lead to anger. Though.
Yeah. I'll hold off. Good call. I'll hold off.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, definitely. If anything, you want to know about twerk ethic and then fart. For
I got you, boys. I got you.
My number 2.
Yeah.
Talladega Nights. It's my number 2.
Classic, dude.
Solid.
I grew up in North Carolina. Racing's huge in North Carolina. Well, all of Southeast basically, but like racing is like, well, NASCAR anyway. Huge in North Carolina. It's where Dale Earnhardt's from. So the part that Will Ferrell plays, I was like, man. I know that kid. He's got the accent down.
Just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use the other tradition of Ricky Bobby.
To a T.
Wow.
And it's so good. So that's really high up on my list. And I mean, obviously it's a funny movie anyway. So
funny.
And but yeah, that is my number 2, and I freaking love
So that was the one that I was saying that people might get mad at me about, because that was going to be my number 4.
Okay.
And Night at the Roxbury took it.
Gotcha.
And it's not that I don't love that movie. Rushmore, it's just a personal, it's like your subjective opinion or whatever.
Sure.
But that movie is so freaking funny, man.
Yeah,
like
there's so many quotes in that.
You gonna let your grandkids talk to their grandfather like that? I sure as hell am, Chip. Because they're winners.
Yeah. Remember that? I'll tell you, he's like, sure as hell am, Chip. Chip!
Yeah, exactly.
She yells at the old man.
There is a leader of Colombian Bam Bam on the bottom of your All right. My number 2 is Anchorman.
Nice.
Like I said, it was one of the funniest movies I had ever seen.
That's hilarious.
Like, just I wrote down, like, I'm the bearded Zeus, or by the bearded Zeus. Milk was a bad choice. And then, so many things have, stayed the test of time. Like, you stay classy, San Diego. And everything. And then
everybody.
And then I'm in a glass case of emotion. Like when that whole scene, I was like, this guy is so funny. And then, when Jack Black punts Baxter, like it's just
all the dudes laugh in the theater and all the women go, oh, just gasp at the same time.
Exactly.
There's a reason it's on all of our lists. Where'd you grow up in Carolina?
I was in Charlotte for a little while, and then mostly just like the central part of North Carolina. And then I was in Asheboro.
Even the way you say North Carolina is the way in North Carolina.
That's true.
I can't even do it because I grew up in South Georgia, so my accent's a little bit like this if I just throw it on.
Yeah.
But North Carolina, how do you do it?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Well, it's like my cousins still live there, and they still have the thickest accents ever. I remember my cousin, she was like saying, my friend got arrested. And I was like, what is arrested? Oh, yeah. Big time. April, what's up?
That's awesome.
Thanks for coming to see me at Winter Jam, by the way.
Well, I guess now we're at the honorable mentions.
Yep.
So just
wait. What about number 1?
We're going to do number 1 after.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My 2.
Don't say your number 1 yet.
All right. My 2 honorables are Talladega Nights. It wasn't on my list either, which is crazy. Okay. I know. It should have been.
Yeah.
And then my sleeper is Semi-Pro.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the quote from that movie. It doesn't matter.
I've only seen it once. But
so good.
To be honest with you, but it was hilarious.
What you got for your honorables?
Honorables is Kicking and Screaming.
Great movie. Mike Ditka's in that movie.
Yeah, he is. Ditka. Blades of Glory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Semi-Pro. Zoolander.
Fantastic.
The Campaign.
Oh, yeah.
With him and Zach. And Old School. Old School didn't make my list, but almost did.
Dang.
I know.
Hot take.
I know. But, yeah. And the other guys didn't make my list either, but they're on honorable.
Yeah.
But I put Talladega Nights in, so.
There you go.
Yeah. You don't say a word, sir.
Understandable.
All right. Mine are the other guys, Semi-Pro, Elf, Kicking and Screaming, Bewitched.
I forgot.
Oh, man.
I forgot to put Elf in my honorable mentions. No.
Yeah. Stranger Than Fiction. Not funny, but I really like that movie. Zoolander. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Oh, yeah.
Eurovision, which is a
Mufasa?
new movie that was actually, I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. It's not anything like what we're talking about now.
Okay.
But I thought it was pretty funny. And then Talladega Nights. So, without any further ado, drum roll.
I think we may all have the same number 1.
Did we just become best friends?
Step Brothers!
Step Brothers! Yes!
We just became best friends. We did it.
You guys want to go do karate in the garage?
Let's go. Go get your plane ticket,
Dude,
Derek, and meet us over here.
I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Yeah. Don't ever touch my drum set.
Dude, and then he puts his drools right on it. Oh,
I know.
Dude,
I was watching the Dan Patrick show, and they had Will Ferrell on the show, and he brought a gift to Dan Patrick, and it was the prosthetic testicles. Like he actually
Dude,
from the
that's
movie.
hilarious.
And it was a very, very, very hilarious because they're like, "Can we show this? Should we show this?
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
should we touch? I don't know what to do right now."
I thought they were real.
Man,
They look real.
I mean, they did, yeah.
I made a point to say this in a specific way earlier when I said Anchorman was the funniest movie I had ever seen until I saw Step Brothers. And I was like, I have never seen a movie that is this freaking funny. Like the boats and hose, like segment or whatever. I was like, I can't handle myself right now, you know? And like the Catalina wine mixer and all that.
I'm not calling him Dad.
Yeah.
I think it was the liberties that they were given because before that, I had only seen PG-13 Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's true.
And then that was the first rated R Will Ferrell that I saw. Well, I guess old school, but he like that. He wasn't the lead role, but like Step Brothers, they were just like, "Hey, the gloves are off. You can do what you want." And dude, when I first saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is different.
Yeah,
this hits different." And it was God.
I wrote down.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I wrote down this quote of Dale Dobick. He goes, "You and your mom are hillbillies. This is a house of learned doctors." That movie got me.
Oh my gosh!
Any other parts that you remember, Gilstrap?
When they're trying to sell the house and he keeps trying to like have the people that are coming in and not get sold. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, pretty funny. And then, dude, I was cracking up. There was on one of the deleted scenes, I saw it on like TikTok or something. It was like at Christmas time. I forgot the whole clip, but it's hilarious. I can't even like come to like say what it was. I'm trying to think, but dude, I was cracking up at that didn't even make the movie. Anyways. But,
okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, like some of the deleted scenes that Will Ferrell was doing when he was in the treehouse and he was talking to what's that guy's name? Adam Scott? Is that his name in real life?
Yeah.
When he was doing that, and oh my gosh, that's the other thing. He's so quick on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like
for sure.
I just don't understand
He's
it.
super witty, man.
Yeah.
Plus that guy Adam Scott when he was singing the Guns N' Roses in the car.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bring it back with the solo.
Yeah.
Beer, I'm Derek, and I can sing high like this, and I can sing high.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, dude, we are so thrilled that we just had Gilstrap do a Rushmore with us. Rushmore is our thing, man.
I still don't believe it.
all the
I'm
time.
still 95% sure that you're going to be on the show, but
I'm here, baby.
He's here. I wanted to maybe finish with like just a few questions that maybe we didn't get to. Do you have a team of people, or is it just you?
So I have an editor. I'm trying to figure out. So I have 3. I'm still kind of old school, so I use Craigslist to hire people instead of like Indeed and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But it's still great. It's a great website to find people, man. But so I got 3 filmers, and I'm basically, if one of them can't work, then I go to the other one, and it's like I have like the top one I use, and then if not, I go to the second and third. So so I don't know how you want to do that, but yeah, I technically have a editor and filmer. And dude, I got reached out to a company. I'm going off on a tangent again.
Go for it.
Go for it. I want to hear it.
Gilstrap may be in Espanol soon, which is pretty cool. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. This company reached out, and they're gonna like dub my voice, and I'm gonna have like literally a voice actor in Spanish, basically recreate a lot of the stuff that I say, and basically recreate everything. So. It'll be very very interesting, and I'm very intrigued about. They have also they're going to be doing Japanese soon, and that's like a market I've been wanting to like tap into so hard for a long time. And so cool thing about Japan, they have what's called a Unko museum. It's a poop museum.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
it's like it's literally a museum, like literally dedicated to like poop, but it's like the fun poop. It's like a poop emoji with like smile on it. It's like yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So anyways, so I
hilarious.
know there's a market for it in Japan. I just have to get it to the right people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Absolutely.
anyways,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Gilstrap, Telemundo.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
My last one was like, how much do you travel? Like, it feels like you're in different places a lot.
It's a lot, man. The next 4 months, I'm different places. So basically, it sucks. The next 4 months, I'm gone 2 weeks each month. So literally half the month I'm gone each. But
Wow.
But my goal is instead of having all like New York videos, it's a goal, so I don't know if it'll happen. But basically, I'm recording in 4 different locations, and each week will be a different location that gets uploaded. So if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
12. Yeah. Well, anyways, so basically it's like New York, Las Vegas, Elevator, and then San Antonio. So those are the 4 places that we'll have. It's like the first week of the month will be one, and they'll switch locations each time. So yeah,
That's awesome.
that's the goal.
Do you plot out the travel plans, or
Yeah,
does somebody do that for you? Okay.
It's a lot of review searching, especially if it's a new place. Like it's a lot.
Okay.
I just did Miami. That Miami's only really good on the weekends though, that I noticed. So if I do go back, it'll just be a weekend trip. It's starting to get too hot there though, even right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Dude, I'm still laughing. Where were you during 9/11?
It was a solid one, man. That came out of nowhere.
So
That was
good. That's so good, man.
And then,
I had to get you a one.
Something I really want to do is basically go to each state and do a fart in each state, and that's like one of my big goals is to do that. So I'm hoping that I can do that this year or next year, and literally have a massive like video with 50 different states in it throughout the whole video. So,
Yeah.
And
then you're going to come to Georgia and do in person.
That's when I'm coming to town.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, we
sir.
have kind of a good news, sort of enticing situation. So we talked to our cigar lounge owner.
Yeah.
And told him about the show and then the possibility of doing in person.
Dude.
And he said that we can have the whole lounge to ourselves and film in person.
Amazing.
Oh,
and it's like
that is
so
enticing.
cool, right?
I'm a big fan of cigars.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna shut the lounge down, and we could do the podcast.
And he just redid the inside too, so it looks super nice in there. It's well lit.
And for those wondering, what is this awesome cigar lounge you guys are talking about? It's called Lajero Tobacco House. Shout out to the owner, Adam. What's up, dude?
That's going to be amazing.
I think we got him.
Yeah, I'm hooked. I'm hooked, boys. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's literally sounds amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to I'll probably start in Florida and work my way around. So yeah, when we get over to Georgia, I'll definitely be reaching out to you fellows and doing that, because that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
it'll be good. We can do that, and obviously smoke some cigars, and maybe go to a Braves game, and we'll take you to McDonald's.
Yes, take you to McDonald's.
They got those out there in Arizona. So.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I heard Wendy's burger prices are going up, so we'll take them to Wendy's.
Yeah,
a better.
Yeah.
I love it.
Higher upscale.
We just wine and dine. Take you to Wendy's.
It's like Taco Bell and Demolition Man. It's like a high-end restaurant.
Dude,
awesome.
I'm down.
Well, we don't want to take
now.
up too much more of your time, but I do wanted to say thank you so much for reaching out to us. I mean, we clearly have a vibe, and if you lived here, we would be friends.
100%. 100%.
We're just super thankful that you did the show, and I thought it was fun,
dude. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, and yeah, we've been following you for a couple of years, and dude, we think you're the best at what you do.
That means a lot. And, for sure. Genuinely, thank you.
Yeah, dude. And you know, I followed you because you were funny, and it was like that type of sense of humor, and it wasn't just the farting, which is funny by itself, but your reaction to the reaction. I was like, dude, this is a real dude, and it's a real reaction, and I freaking love it, dude. And you're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah,
more than you guys know, I promise.
Thanks again for joining, man. We had a freaking blast. I appreciate it, and I guess we'll let you sign us off.
As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the Twerk Ethics Show, and we, as a cohesive unit, will see you guys on the next one. Deuces!
Deuces! It's the Twerk Ethics Show. It's the Twerk Ethics